Let's take the fifth bad message. You are alone. Nobody loves you. This message, again, had a profound impact on how I moved through life. Deep down, I carried a belief that I was alone and that I would never truly have love in my life or someone to share my life with. And the other bad messages that we've just gone through, that you are not enough, you are bad, you are wrong, they all reinforce this belief that you are alone and nobody loves you. So I never even questioned feeling that I was alone and nobody loved me. I felt alone. I also believed that asking for help would make me a burden. I felt I had nobody. I worried that I would annoy people or inconvenience them if I asked for help. So when I was struggling, I kept everything to myself. And the difficult part is that there were people in my life who genuinely cared about me, but I couldn't feel that. I couldn't see that. I had myself convinced that I was alone and nobody loved me. The fifth bad message filtered my perception. Instead of me seeing support, I saw myself as a burden to everyone. And so I never asked for help and I felt I needed to cope alone. Do you know, I get sad when I think of times when I went through really, really tough situations, and I told nobody. I told nobody what was going on. And when I look back, I think many of those difficulties might have been eased or even prevented if I had allowed myself to reach out. But when you believe you're alone and unlovable, asking for help and support, you can't do it. It's impossible. This message also deeply affected how I approached personal relationships. Why? Because I assumed that nobody would want to share their life with me, that nobody would truly choose me as a partner, or they'd want me as a life companion. And because of that belief, I entered relationships already expecting rejection and failure. I assumed I would eventually be left. They'd dump me because I believed I was destined to be alone and I was unlovable. And as a result, I approached relationships cautiously and from a place of insecurity, which made genuine, confident connection very difficult. When I later recognized that this was the fifth bad message in action, I began to nip and flip. I started practicing something very simple but very difficult at first. I started asking for help when I needed it. It was really hard doing that, but slowly, I learned that reaching out did not push people away. It allowed people to connect and get to know me. And when I did ask, most people responded with kindness and support, which was lovely. And over time, I experienced something that challenged the old belief completely. I was not alone and people did care. That was how I nipped and flipped. I realized I was not alone and people did care. I began to then approach relationships differently, allowing the possibility that I could be valued, I could be chosen, and I could be loved. Learning to ask for help and to allow closeness became acts of healing. Instead of carrying everything by myself, I allowed others to stand beside me and to get to know me. And that changed not only my circumstances, but how I felt about my place in this world.